Read tvsarawak.my.
Alam baru, saksikanlah sensasi, buat semua generasi, moga terhibur selalu, inspirasi duniamu. TVS, kasih duniamu.
Good evening, you're now with me, Shashma for TVS Nightline, and here are the headlines for tonight. Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunapeng announced today the establishment of AIRBORNEO, a new Sarawak-owned airline is set to enhance air connectivity in the region. And on global affairs, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he is ready to swap land in negotiations with Russia. A history in the making. Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunapeng announced today the establishment of AIRBORNEO, a new Sarawak-owned airline set to enhance air connectivity in the region. According to him, AIRBORNEO will focus on providing a balanced service between connectivity, affordable fares and economic benefits for the people of Sarawak. He stated that the airline will operate as a full-service carrier, offering comprehensive services to passengers, including high-quality in-flight services.
AIRBORNEO will further boost our connectivity both domestically and internationally. AIRBORNEO will, of course, still focus on rural air services and progressively on destination within 4 to 5 hour radius before expanding further in the future if the travel market warrants it. It's all economics.
Apart from MAG, Sarawak is open to exploring collaboration opportunities with original equipment manufacturers such as Boeing, Airbus, Comac, Embraer or ATR. However, Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunapeng, emphasized that any collaboration must bring high added value to Sarawak and contribute to the state's aerospace industry. He also said that AIRBORNEO is expected to create more job opportunities across various fields, contributing to skills development and talent growth in Sarawak.
Building on our existing partnership, such as the Memorandum of Understanding between the Sarawak Tourism Board, STB, and MAG, we will continue to promote Sarawak as a destination of choice for tourists and business people alike. By collaborating on marketing and promotional initiatives while leveraging MAG's reach, I believe we can attract more visitors to Sarawak and Sabah and boost our tourism and business sectors.
Sarawak's role in the overall context of development among ASEAN countries continues to be recognized on a global scale. Sarawak Premier Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunapeng said several countries partnered with Singapore also acknowledged and praised Sarawak's strengths and contributions on the global stage.
They say you are very lucky. One, you have a separate civil service. That's what they told our SS. And then two, we are a bit autonomous in terms of implementing our economic program. And three, our strength in energy.
He said this in his speech at the 2025 Chinese New Year celebration organised by the Sarawak Premier's Department at the State Legislative Assembly building earlier this morning. Abang Johari explained that these advantages stem from the collaboration and commitment of Sarawak's public service sector that serves as a backbone of the state government.
That's why last night I was with the young leaders, millennium young leaders across the world together last night. And they are very impressed with our culture and also the way we manage energy.
In addition, he emphasized that with the ongoing issues and uncertainties globally, Sarawak must remain swift and adaptable in tackling these challenges.
The Sarawak government will fully leverage the recent takeovers of several organisations and strategic entities to drive regional development. Abang Johari said these include Bintulu Port and negotiations on several matters under the Malaysia Agreement 1963, including powers over environmental management.
That will establish the whole ecosystem in Sarawak, where all these strategic entities are within our control.
Meanwhile, Abang Johari said that this year, the Sarawak government is determined to continue its pragmatic management of all strategic agencies and entities that have been taken over.
We need strategic and significant, important ideas for us to upgrade what we currently enjoy, and of course, with the year 2030, we can achieve what we have aspired to be.
Also present at the ceremony were Sarawak Deputy Premiers Dato' Amar Douglas Ukahambas, Dato' Amar Awang Tenghali Asan and Dato' Amar Dr. Sim Kui Hian. Meanwhile, Abang Johari emphasized that Sarawak's civil service sectors plays a crucial role in driving the state's development agenda. He stressed that the dedication and support of Sarawak's civil servant have significantly contributed to the government's achievement in key areas.
Saya mengambil kesempatan ini untuk mengucapkan terima kasih for your hard work to support us in the government implementing our development program for Sarawak.
Abang Johari also extended his appreciation to the Sarawak State Disaster Management Committee led by its chairman, Deputy Sarawak Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Ukahambas, along with the civil service personnel for their outstanding service to communities affected by the recent floods.
The Strategic Public Works Collaboration Programme plays a key role in streamlining and strengthening the efficiency of infrastructure project implementation nationwide. Works Minister Dr. Sri Alexander Nantalinggi said that the programme aims to improve efficiency and accountability within technical agencies to ensure projects are completed on schedule.
Kita seharusnya bersama dalam erti kata kita nak meningkatkan efisiensi, kecekapan dan juga kebertanggungjawaban kita dalam kita melaksanakan projek supaya projek-projek ini dapat dimanfaatkan oleh rakyat kita sepatutnya. Ya, mengapa kita perlu berbincang ni? Kerana memang kita akui ada banyak kelemahan dan juga kekangan di mana kita tidak boleh dapat mencapai tahap efisiensi yang kita nak. Sebab itu dalam sesi ini banyak isu-isu akan diperbincangkan dan kita mengharapkan akhirnya nanti saya harapkan outcome dari kolaborasi ini kita boleh benar-benar dapat membuat peningkatan dalam penyampaian ataupun efisiensi kita menyampaikan projek dilaksanakan.
According to him, the federal government has allocated a substantial budget of 9.3 billion ringgit for infrastructure development, including in Sarawak and Sabah, specifically for projects under the Public Works Department JKR through the Works Ministry. This allocation does not include other projects implemented by JKR on behalf of ministries such as the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Education.
Jadi kalau kita kumpul semua, memang besarlah tanggungjawab dan beban pada agensi teknikal JKR Malaysia dan juga JKR Sabah dan JKR Sarawak. Sebab itu pada peringkat awal tahun ini adalah tahun terakhir RP Rolling Plan ke-5 Rancangan Malaysia Rancangan Malaysia ke-12 2025 dan tahun depan akan bermulanya Rancangan Malaysia ke-13 Rolling Plan ke-1 di mana banyak lagi projek-projek yang perlu dilaksanakan
He said this during a press conference after officiating the Strategic Public Works Collaboration Program earlier today.
Prime Minister Dr. Sri Anwar Ibrahim received a phone call late last night from his Qatari counterpart Sheikh Mohammed Abdul Rahman Al Thani regarding the latest situation in Gaza. Anwar posted on Facebook that among the things discussed during the phone call included the deliberate violation of ceasefire terms by the Israeli regime to undermine the agreement brokered by Qatar, Egypt and the United States. Anwar reiterated Malaysia's continuous commitment to steadfastly support every initiative, including providing humanitarian aid while aiming to end the Israeli occupation and illegal settlement in Gaza. On Tuesday, at a joint press conference with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who was on an official visit to Malaysia, Anwar had also stressed that Malaysia would continue its efforts to support Palestine. However, he also warned against superficial diplomatic maneuvers that fail to address the root cause of the conflict. Welcome back. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said he was ready to swap land in negotiations with Russia. In an interview with The Guardian on Tuesday, Zelensky said Kiev was ready for serious talks ahead of a Friday meeting at the Munich Security Conference with US Vice President J.D. Vance, a vocal critic of US military support to Ukraine.
Zelensky has in the past refused to cede any territory after Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. But on Tuesday, he said he was ready to trade land in Russia's Kursk region, which Ukraine seized in a surprise offensive last year. However, he acknowledged that Ukraine will not be able to enjoy security guarantees just with European partners. Trump took office vowing to end the war in Ukraine, possibly by leveraging billions of dollars in U.S. assistance sent under former President Joe Biden to force Kiev into territorial concessions. Meanwhile, Russia agreed to release Mark Vogel, an American jailed since 2021, an act that Trump described as a goodwill gesture on ending the war.
We were treated very nicely by Russia, actually. I hope that's the beginning of a relationship where we can end that war and millions of people can stop being killed.
Earlier in the week, Trump had floated the possibility that Ukraine may be Russian someday, which was quickly welcomed by Moscow. But he has also called on Russia to compromise, saying that Russian President Vladimir Putin needs to cut heavy losses. Both armies are trying to secure an advantage on the battlefield ahead of possible talks.
Tech billionaire Elon Musk, who has been tapped by President Donald Trump to lead federal cost-cutting efforts, said the United States would go bankrupt without budget cuts. Musk leads the efforts under the newly created Department of Government Efficiency and was speaking at the White House with Trump, who has in recent weeks issued a flurry of orders aimed at slashing federal spending.
Musk pointed to the country's budget deficit, which topped $1.8 trillion in the last fiscal year and took aim at high interest payments on the public debt.
I mean, it's really astounding that the interest payments alone on the national debt exceed the Defense Department budget, which is shocking because we spend a lot of money on defense, But and if that just keeps going, we're essentially going to bankrupt the country. So what I really want to say is, like, it's not optional for us to reduce the federal expenses. It's essential.
The Trump administration faces legal challenges as federal judges question the legality of its cost-cutting measures, which have shuttered agencies and sent staff home. Musk's team has frozen 8 programs and pushed workforce reductions with an executive order limiting new hires. Critic warns of an illegal power grab, citing Musk's company's government contracts and access to sensitive treasury data. Musk defends the reform, stating that aligned with voters' demand for government overhaul.
I'm Michelle Schmato. Thank you for watching and have a good night.